What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Austin Lewis here, coming to you guys with the man, the myth, the absolute legend. Obviously, as you guys know, this is the real legend over here. I'm just the man, the myth. We got Mr. Zaback in here.
Daniel G.
But really, yeah, we got Daniel G.
Yo. I'm excited. I'm with Austin Squared today.
Yeah.
That's right, man. We got the World Class Closers Tour.
Yes, sir.
As you guys can see behind us here.
In the house.
In the house. All the way from Canada.
Hey.
Canada. How is it going through customs?
It's a breeze, bro.
Yeah?
It's a breeze.
Nice and easy?
Yeah.
I'd stop you.
Come on, man. Why?
I don't know. What'd you do?
Yeah.
DG, how old are you, bro? I actually have never even asked you
26.
that question. 26 years old?
Yeah.
For sure. When'd you become an entrepreneur?
13.
13 years old doing what?
So we'll go take it way back. So when I was 13, my parents split up. And I always say this story. I put an 87 cents candy down on the conveyor belt. Like everybody in life sort of has like their aha moment in life.
One of those.
Got it.
What do you mean one of those? So candy down the conveyor belt. The reason why I'm saying this because like everybody has like the switching point. Mine was when I was 13. So when I put a candy down the conveyor belt, my parents just split up 2 weeks prior to that. And my dad looks at me and he's like, "You're not getting that today." And when I say that's like the light bulb moment, because I knew that day if I wasn't getting 87 cents candy, and I always say this story, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna get shit. If it's not an 87 cents candy, how the hell am I gonna get a $20 fucking chocolate bar to go, or how am I gonna take my girlfriend out to the movie? So I went back home to my brother, I'm like, Steve, Dad ain't getting me the 87 cents candy. Let's start burning like CDs. There was an illegal site called Casa Light where you can burn music and stuff like that.
Oh,
so I was a kid flipping
Yeah.
fucking everything in high school.
right.
Yep.
I even flipped drugs for
Yeah,
fucking 2 weeks.
Everybody flipped
and
drugs
weed.
in
Yeah,
high
I
school.
mean,
Come on,
until
man.
you just realize
You know
the
what I mean?
opportunity cost.
Is it the same in Canada, by the way? I mean, like weed and shit like that? People,
What do you mean?
like I mean, in the U.S., you know,
get
it's
in
like
trouble, man.
You know what I mean?
I didn't know I wanted to be like. I actually said when I was selling weed, I'm like, I'm gonna be the best weed
dealer.
salesperson.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say dealer, bro. I didn't think I was gonna be a drug
you
dealer.
weren't a
I'm just
dealer.
like, I'm gonna be the best weed salesperson, right? Until I'm gonna.
So you were already thinking like
I'm
a
like,
salesperson.
I'm gonna grow out this whole empire, right? And I went wide already. I'm already like, yo.
You have
let me
people
text-
working for you,
Yeah,
right?
Until
Yeah.
one day I got a random text saying I'm outside of your driveway.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, this is getting out of hand.
I like it.
So yeah, that was it, man. I was selling everything I get my hands on. And at the age of, and I already knew at a very young age, there was already a flaw in messaging with success. Meaning this, because like when your parents tell you, they're like, "Oh, Dan, you're not gonna be successful. You can't sit in your seat in class, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, what does success mean to them? By the way, success, when your parents are saying it, is not like fucking alignment and fulfillment.
Yep.
They mean
Yep.
financial success.
Yeah.
What'd
Every
your parents do for a living? Just out of
My
curiosity.
dad was in retail sales.
Okay.
So
he sold.
Yeah, my dad was doing the gig for like 15 hours a day, managing 3 stores. My mom was just working an admin job. But yeah,
In what part of Canada? I mean, was
Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the household income, just out of curiosity?
Together, maybe 80.
So average.
So when
a
they
little bit
split
above
up, when
average,
they,
right?
yeah, but then
Well,
when they split up,
Sure.
it went down from like maybe middle upper class to lower middle class.
Right.
So you always been an entrepreneur then? That's
Yeah,
why I said you're
yeah.
one of those.
So
You're like this-
so
you're
then
like this
what?
cat- you're
Then
like-
what after
yeah.
that? Right? Like what? Then what does Daniel G do after that? He does the candy thing.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
he does the weed thing, which everybody does, which everybody goes through.
I was a good kid. I was a good kid, man. I didn't do no weed. I sold the dub sec every now and then, but that was really it, dude.
Come on, man.
That's because I did what my mom knew
You
what
were
I did.
selling other drugs.
Yeah.
So then what?
So some way, somehow, like I was saying, I knew there was a flaw in messaging, meaning like I knew that I'm like, yo, this doesn't make sense. I was knocking door-to-door sales, actually doing aeration. You guys probably don't have this down in Arizona, but aeration, when you poke holes in people's grass and allows it to breathe, so you break up the thatch, it gets green. That was my shit. It's kind of like knocking on doors for cutting grass, but it was
we just got
aeration.
turf here, baby.
Yeah, I know that. So I was just doing the gig, and I was making like $500-600 on the weekend, sometimes $1,000 on the weekend, coming home, bringing stacks of cash, putting it underneath my bed, and then I'm like, wait. If people are telling me I'm not going to be successful, I'm doing like $1,000 on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, times that by 52. I'm doing $52,000 a year.
Yep.
I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, this doesn't make sense. Some way, somehow. So you're like, where does Daniel leave off? Some way, somehow, I got sucked into university, and it was third semester.
College?
College. I went into college, and then
With
actually,
an EGE or an AGE?
I don't know what those are.
Collage. That's collage. That's a collage.
So I get into college, and I did well in college. Actually, I was doing well for my first
You
6
seem like
months.
somebody that'd be doing well.
And what were you
I was
studying?
doing marketing, right?
Marketing, got
yeah.
it,
So
got it.
I somehow got into a college. It wasn't the best college, but then I leveraged that for 6 months to get
Got
into
it.
university. So I get into university, third semester.
Wait, is there a difference in Canada?
Yes.
Oh, really?
College is like, it's like probably like the lower scale.
Oh, got
university
it.
is
So it's like
the
a community
degree.
college here.
Correct.
Got it.
So I get
Okay,
into
cool,
university, which is like the degree program. Now people are fucking flipping out. They're like, Daniel's in university.
Yeah.
Grandparents are like, yo, can I buy you a BMW? How did Daniel get into university?
Yeah.
So I'm in third semester international economics, and a prof stands up in class, and he like the first lecture, I remember this. The first lecture, he stands up, he's like, if you guys want to make 6 figures coming out of this program, you're probably in the wrong place in the wrong program. And I'm looking at this guy, I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. I was well on the way by the age of 22, 23 to hit 6 figures. Yeah. I'm like, this guy's smoking some crack. I look at my girlfriend time and said, babe, I don't know what this guy's talking about, but I'm dropping out. So if you want to make love, let's do it right now in the lecture hall because I'm bouncing.
Yeah.
And she's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm gone.
That's
right. I just went back home and I just followed what I was, bro, I didn't even know I liked sales actually. I was just working. To me, it wasn't like sales, entrepreneurship. So I just went, like, if anybody's listening to this right now, I say, go back to what you're curious about. Don't follow like your passion, your purpose. Like, go back to what you're curious about because curiosity propels you towards the future.
Yeah,
it's like you hunt for the answer. So I'm like, yo, I could be good at this sales thing.
Yeah.
But
and do you love sales now? Like, do you like you listen to dudes? I listen to dudes all the time that are like that are really good at sales.
Yeah.
That say they don't love sales. They're
Don't
just
love
really good
sales.
at it.
Yeah, they just
They're really good at it, right? Like you're really good at sales,
Yeah,
right?
right.
You're a good sales guy. Awesome.
He's
good
all
sales
right.
guy.
He's all right.
But do you love sales?
yeah, I think my like turned into love. My
Really?
love turned into passion.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want to hit one question here,
Okay.
and I had this question here because I think going through the entrepreneur world, when you just get started in entrepreneurship, you're always like, man, my first goal is $100 grand. I just want to make $100 grand. When can I have $100 grand? You know what I mean? Like what you said you're on the close to it on 21, 22. Like what age were you when you had 100 G's?
So it's interesting because nobody really knows. I actually came from a very complex sales environment. So when I dropped out of university, the first job I got was selling advertisements down in New York Times Square. It was like Wolf of Wall Street environment. Then I'm just like, okay, this is fun. How do I get to the next fucking vehicle in sales? So I started applying to medical device sales jobs because I'm like, yo, this is the highest paying industry. Let me get inside sales first, calling the phones. And then one day, some way, somehow, I'll be like an account rep on the road selling medical equipment. I got inspired by this movie called Love and Other Drugs. This guy was selling pharmaceuticals. I'm like, yo, I'd love to be like that guy when I'm 25, 30 because I dropped out of school. So I got a medical device sales job inside sales first. And then that branched off to me somehow being on the road because somebody got fired and they gave me an account executive job by the age of 20. So when I mean a complex sales environment, it means there was more than one decision maker on a product. Like when you look at a real estate deal, if it's not not a big investment deal and it's just like husband and wife, that's not complex because there's 2 decision makers on a product, right? But when you look at corporate B2B sale, there's like 17 decision makers on a product. So you're selling the CEO to the purchasing unit to the vice president.
Everything's a sale.
The vice president, like, well, what I'm saying is like the decision making unit to get one sale done can take like 9 months, right? So when I was learning that at a very young age, at like 20, learning this complex sales plus studying medical, I became a fucking beast in sales. I had no option, right? It was just cutthroat. I had to learn everything and like dissect different buyer types, finding out like what they want, budgets, sending out RFQs, proposals, and so to go back to your question, what were you saying? 100,000?
Yeah.
When did you have 100 grand?
21.
21.
And lost it at 21.
Yeah.
I got
sure.
a question for you. Did you pay taxes?
Yeah.
Were you always good at taxes?
I worked for a corporation at first, so I didn't have to worry about that, right? Like when I was banking money and I was young, like good thing I was working for a corporation.
Yeah.
Because I would have bought my car fucking at 21. Right?
So
they
were taking it out of your check.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
So
kinda
100
cool.
grand at 21.
21.
Yeah.
And
I lost it.
A lot of people watching this want to make 100 grand at 21.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. Like that's
For
a big target.
That's a big goal.
Yeah, but here's the thing, dude. Like if you're not prepared to make the money, you could lose it just as fucking quick.
Oh, 100%.
Right? And I wasn't prepared to make the money.
Yeah.
So I lost the money in the casino within 2 weeks. Right? Like I was able to gamble.
Done that.
Like gone. Like gone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like I had a down payment on a car and that was fucking gone, right?
Yeah.
I went to buy my dream car at 21 and I'm like, fuck. So yeah, I just wasn't prepared for the $100,000.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
I think that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't prepared. You know what I mean?
You got to learn some way.
And learning, and it might not be a bad thing, right? I mean, we've learned a lot of fucking money lessons, and I don't know that we would be where we're at without learning those lessons.
Yeah, that's right.
So what?
And a lot of people don't know those lessons either.
No.
but they're killing it right now.
Right.
But they're gonna know that.
There's people, there's people right now that you know who they are, right? That they're murdering it, and they haven't gone through it yet.
They haven't gone through it yet.
They're still right there in the middle of it.
The thing is, here's the deal though. I'm like, yo, that's the worst position. I'm like, you lose all your money. But every time in business, it just seems and people think opposite. It's like, yo, when you raise your standards, your targets, your goals, the shit's just gonna pile onto it. I'm like, don't write out your goals in life without writing down the bullshit that's gonna come next to your goals.
That's right.
Like so many people, like then you're reacting to situations rather than anticipating to situations. You're constantly in reaction mode, right?
That's right.
So if I knew like now when I write down a fucking $100 million goal, I'm like, yo, what can come with that $100 million goal, right?
Yeah.
Like
Bunch
what's
of
gonna
bullshit.
come? Bunch of bullshit. A couple lawsuits.
Bunch of bullshit.
Maybe a couple business partners fall off the tracks, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just writing it. So I'm like, yo, I knew how to handle this, right?
Yep.
That's right.
But yeah,
I like that.
I like that a lot.
So he sold some candy.
Yeah.
He did some drugs.
Yep.
I didn't do drugs.
Yeah, you
Didn't do the stash. What did they say? Don't do your own deal.
Don't get high off your own supply.
Don't get high. He says he didn't do his own drugs.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on, man. Anyway, so you get back. Okay, get back to that. I'm so curious, man. When did you? Out of curiosity, let's just jump around here for a second. What inspired this, bro? This is the World Class Closers Tour 2020. What inspired this? Just out of curiosity.
Yo, shit was easy.
You're only Daniel G.
Shit was easy.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I was in, and I just said this like 2 days ago at a conference. I was in my shower in October. At like 3 a.m., I do this weird ass meditation thing in my shower. I'm
3 a.m.?
Yeah.
Cold showers or warm showers?
Warm showers, bro. I don't do the whole cold shower thing. It's just uncomfortable. People like doing it. I get it. You fucking prime your brain, whatever you want to do. To me, it's uncomfortable. I just don't like doing it. It's not relaxing.
For sure.
Right? So I do, like before I go to bed, which is like 3, 4, I sleep late at nighttime.
Yep.
I know you guys are grandparents. You guys sleep at 8 o'clock and you wake up at 5:30. I get it. It's just not my thing.
4:30.
When you guys are waking up, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, you're going to bed. Yeah.
So I'm doing the whole.
There has been that. Yeah.
So I'm doing the whole weird meditation. Like just picture this, Daniel, downward doggy meditation, hot shower coming down on my face. I'm doing this seriously, bro. I'm doing this release meditation, just getting all my thoughts out of my head, and then boom, one thought hits my head. It's like, yo, Dan, shit's easy. Meaning like when most people, like when you're in momentum, it's the most dangerous part of business because then you take your foot off the pedal.
You gotta keep it.
Yeah, because most
That's the
people are
hardest
like,
part of momentum.
and momentum feels like you guys can analyze momentum when things are stress free, checks are coming in, things feel good, things are too easy. I'm like, it's the most dangerous part of business, and I'm like, I gotta get fucking uncomfortable because uncomfortable is where bigger results happen. I'm like, yo, nobody changes their situation in life. Like if you don't like your fucking finances, look at your checkings account every single day. But nobody wants to do it.
Yeah, you're gonna
it's
fucking
uncomfortable.
Every day.
It's like, yo, you don't like your weight. Good. Go in the mirror and take off your shirt every single day.
Every day.
It's going to get uncomfortable. Right?
Yeah,
so I'm like, yo, I need to get uncomfortable.
Shit, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm like, I need to get uncomfortable because things, I'm like, yo, the sales guys are doing,
Yeah.
where's the fucking stress in my business right now? I'm like, I got to chase something bigger, badder, and like obscurity. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. So I'm like, I'm not Kylie Jenner. I don't have 130 million followers on Instagram. I'm like, let me go on my own tour. And I don't know who's going to show up in fucking Las Vegas or in Scottsdale or in LA or Miami, but I'm like, if 2 people show up, I'm gonna throw it down just like 500 people show up in my home city, right? So I call up my guys, it's 3 a.m. and by the way, like I'm not fucking ideapreneur, wait till the next morning. I have a red alert thing on my WhatsApp group with my 5 top sales guys because most people, what happens, dude? You think of a fucking idea overnight and it's gone the next morning. Right? That's why people say write your goals down and put it into the universe because it's the first form of it, like getting into the actual universe, right?
That's right.
So I actually do it with my guys. So I get everybody into the fucking universe. I'm like, guys, come over. So my top 5 guys, I buzz them all. I'm like, yo, guys, red alert at my house. Don't show up to the office. Come to my house. Whiteboards are cracked out. I'm like, one of my guys, Emil, I don't know why he's up at the time. He messaged me. He comes through. One of my other sales guys, Joseph's, he's like, dude, what's up? And it was like 3 a.m. I'm like, yo, tell your girlfriend you ain't cheating on her. You're coming to Daniel's house. We're just going to mastermind the fucking tour. So he comes over and, I just start spitting out. I'm like, yo, 12 cities, 15 days. I'm gonna have control of the stage. No more of this fucking 30 key minute. Like, yo, you put Daniel on a 25-minute fucking keynote.
That's right.
I'm just getting warmed up. I hated that last year, right?
It
felt like, oh, you're kicking me off stage. They're like, Dan, and by the way, stop dropping the F-bomb. I'm like, I'm done with this. So let me go on my own tour. So I'm telling the guys the whole deal. I'm like, yo, 12 cities, 15 days. Joseph's like, when do we sleep? I'm like, that's what a fucking plane's for. Emil's like, what's the marketing budget? I'm like, fucking zero. They're like, how are we going to sell it? I'm like, what I've been training you guys for the last 2.5 years, right? To do. Like, we're just going to fucking sell it.
Just gonna sell
like, we're Instagram DMs, doing live streams, following up with tickets, the whole gig, right? So,
and here you are.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I also felt like, I'm like, yo, it's
I love it.
kind of like my duty to get into the marketplace. And like, there's a lot of old, outdated sales syntax still being used in the 21st century. What do I mean by outdated sales syntax? I mean, there's sales trainers that are training today that are using shit that they learned back in the 1980s that they learned, not even used. So take this in. They learned that sales material back in the 1980s that they've been trained on from a sales trainer in the 1960s. So realistically, you're closing your clients out in the 21st century based on some shit somebody learned in the 21st century. Like lean on the fucking pen.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, let me just do my own tour. I'm going to go A to Z seminars, 4 hours fucking straight. My people are just going to be like wired up on coffee if they like, they're just going to rock with me for 4 hours. People are like, you're going to talk for 4 hours? I'm like, yeah. Right?
I love it.
It's funny because I'm still fired up throughout like my whole talks and people are like, they're like, oh man, it's just I'm like, yo, I'm the guy talking right now.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. I love it.
I like that, man.
I like it a lot. So what does it look like then right now? Like what is your life consist of? You go back home, you're done with the world close
Canada.
the world class tour. What are you doing now? You got a big sales team, right? A sales force. So
a sales agency.
Big sales agency.
Big office.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
26.
The back end business is running my agency.
Right.
Good
Like,
looking.
I'm still rolling. Thank you, bro. I'm still rolling it today.
Yeah. What does it look like though? Like what do you sell? You know what I mean? For people that are watching that don't know who you are.
Yeah. Austin Zaback has a course. Austin Lewis has a course, right? You both are busy.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, I do fucking podcasts. I manage my guys. I do real estate. I'm on the road. I'm filling fucking ATMs. Who the fuck sells my course?
Yeah, which we have that problem, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean,
So it's a good thing that you're here.
Austin, I realized that because when I was on stage with all these guys doing
Yeah.
my gig, like speaking on stages,
Yeah.
I literally went to a guy. I'm like, yo, let me ask you a question. I'm like, so wait, this is how my agency idea came up. I'm like, so you have, let's say, you have a free ebook. They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. And you got a lot of people opt into that ebook, like name, email, phone number, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, and then what do? They go, they go into a funnel and then they go buy a course. I'm like, what the fuck happens when they don't buy a course? So let's just be honest, bro. Like 5% of people are gonna buy your course.
Yeah.
2% of people are buying the course after they grab your free ebook.
Yeah,
or they paid for it, right? So I'm like, what do you do? This is how it first kicked off the idea.
Sure,
I'm like, what are you doing with your untapped leads? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, what are you doing with the other leads that they're like, oh, we throw it into email marketing.
Yeah.
I'm like, so you just drip them. That's it. I'm like, so they're not getting touched by sales guys. They're like, no. I'm like, dude, just give me your leads.
Right.
Yeah.
So it started like that because I'm like, yo, even if I get a coach, a thought leader, an influencer, an extra sale a day that he wasn't converting, and boom, that's how the agency kicked off.
Right.
And then it developed into like more. So you're asking who I work with is like coaches, thought leaders, and influencers that have courses of
So people just like us.
plus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Because I've always wondered, like who the fuck? You talk about the clients and stuff like that. I'm like, it sounds great.
Yeah.
Like, who are they?
Who are you?
Which makes all the sense in the
They're
world.
Daniels actually.
Yeah.
Like, they're used, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Because
I
we
had
have
the
that problem.
I had the problem.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I want to stop closing up my own deals.
Right.
Yeah.
We're still
Yeah.
closing our deals.
Yeah.
Still closing it.
Him and I.
Yeah,
right?
Which is still so important, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
It's still so
100%.
important.
But
Yeah,
we
for
can't.
sure.
It's hard
But,
to do stuff
there's-
like this when
there's
we're
some-
closing deals every day.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you got to pick and choose. Are you doing top of the funnel content, or are you doing not that sales aren't important? Like you got to have sales, but you also you ain't gonna have sales if you don't have top of the
Yeah, you
funnel.
don't got top of the funnel.
Right.
You gotta have
You know what I mean?
leads.
Yeah, so,
man.
dude,
which we got
that's-
lots of leads. Though.
It's like as you mature in business, you start realizing in the first stages of business, you're working in the business.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
start progressing in business, and you start working on
Yeah,
in
yeah,
business,
yeah,
right?
that's right.
It's just like you got to go through it. Like like I see some people, they just yo, I want to be fucking Gary Vee in the beginning. I'm like, okay, cool, dude. Like, where's your fucking good product? Where's your systems? Where's your back end process? Do you even know how to fucking sell? How are you gonna point fingers when you never even sold it yourself? How are you gonna market it when you never did it yourself?
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to do a massive ass tour in June, right? So I'm like, so I was calling all these event planners, right? And I know in June it's going to take a huge amount of work doing a bigger tour with bigger stages.
Yep.
So I was going to hire an event planner. And then I'm just feeding off the concept I just said. And the event planner's like, here's the price and shit. I'm like, yo, how am I going to tell my event planner in June what I want if I've never, I'm going to learn how to fucking even event plan myself. I want to learn the whole thing myself.
Yeah.
That way when I hire something real big and bad in June, like I know how to point fingers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
So
right.
it's like you just do it all. You're the fucking CEO,
Yeah.
the marketer, the salesperson.
That's right.
I love it.
How many people do you have working for you right now?
Inside
In that
the
sales
office.
department.
Well,
you got
okay, so
do you got an assistant?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Talk to
Actually,
me
we just
about
let one
this
go
team.
about 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
what's
Talk to
the
me about
format?
this team.
The format
we
of the
have-
team.
I
you know what
want
I
to
mean?
know.
Inside the office, we have 21 guys, so we just expanded.
Because you got
21
sales
guys. We
dudes.
have
That's a. I mean, excuse my language, but that's a shit show, in a great way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
21 of them cats are closing deals, I mean, you got to have some fulfillment on the back end of that.
Right.
So
of
what does
course,
that?
yeah.
What does that
But
team?
you got to
look
But-
remember,
but he's
Austin,
not- you're not doing
but,
fulfillment.
like, exactly. You got to
Yeah,
remember,
that's
like
right. Yeah,
that's like my fulfillment's like 10%,
Right.
Because that's for my own shit.
Right.
We're passing off.
It's
the
brilliant.
deals.
You
However, there's
just
still
sell.
a lot of touching base because like one and done is not a good sales tactic. It's not a good fucking sales strategy. My guys are following up with their customers 24/7, even after they're sold.
Yep.
They're still because there's still more into the sale, right? They're getting
of
referrals
course.
and things like that. They're still in our CRM system.
Yep.
We're
Upsell,
still
all
touching
that
base
good
with them.
stuff.
Yeah, man, it gets like
21 people is a shit show. It's got to be.
Yeah, it gets crazy. And like, you know what the funny thing is? It's like when I'm on fucking road, it's like what like you feel like all hell's broken loose because Daniel's not at the sales office.
Yeah.
You know, I'm scared to
Still.
actually think. Yeah, man.
Still.
I'm scared to think of the
that's right.
sales number. Like one of my friends, he has a huge sales floor. He comes up to me. He's like, dude, you got to go to 1,000 reps this year.
Yeah.
You're
And
like,
I'm like, wait, 1,000? I
Yeah.
can't even think of the number.
Yeah.
I'm like, 1,000?
1,000
I'm like,
people.
I know like 10 I want to just fucking kill right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've never heard of another company like you, like doing what you do.
Yeah.
Like everybody that I've ever seen has in-house salespeople for their own company doing their own deal, right?
Yeah, I've heard of one off, but it ain't like 21. It's 2. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
And you know, chances of them selling, slim to none. You know what I
Right.
mean? They got more excuses.
Well, they ain't
than
learning
got
from
results.
Daniel G.
Yeah, they ain't learning from
You know what I
Daniel
mean?
G. That's right.
At the end of the day.
So I like that, man.
You
That's
know?
that's unique.
It's very unique.
It's very unique.
So 21 salespeople, an
21
assistant,
salespeople, that's right.
one assistant, two. Okay.
2. One
Guys,
so
gals.
It was
Guys, gals.
one
Like, this is shit people wanna
One is
know.
an executive assistant, which is different than an admin assistant.
Okay.
An admin assistant is a paper pusher.
Okay.
It's like it really is. It's like somebody
Yeah,
that's just
paperwork.
doing the paperwork.
Yep.
Executive assistant does like handles the business shit. It's almost like operations.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
telling the admin assistant or he's telling the admin assistant what to do. Actually, our admin assistant was gone about 2 weeks ago. If you guys were just being open here,
Yeah.
Executive assistant rolled with. He's actually on the road with me. Right now, it's like kind of like my operations manager, it's whatever you want to call it. Right hand person, knows me inside out, fucking everything.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
Salary?
Yeah.
Salary.
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are your sales dudes on just commission, or are they
Yep.
kind of like a base pay too?
No.
No base.
No.
You can't. What
You see that face?
Yeah. Some people think they want to give
Yeah.
their salespeople a base.
Yeah,
base?
Why wouldn't you give a salesperson a
Just for
base?
security,
Walk
man.
out the front door, dude.
They walk out
No, I'm saying if a guy asks me on a fucking interview,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
what's
Why
just-
is that, though?
Just don't let the door hit you on the way out.
because they're not a real salesperson. If they want a base,
What is that? What dictates a
like
good
what would you tell
salesperson
if,
to you,
if somebody's trying to
I
build
want to
a
dive
company
into
right now?
sales.
They're
What,
building a
what,
company.
what dictates
You know what I
a
mean?
good salesperson?
What dictates a good salesperson? Understanding people.
Okay, that's
What
easy.
dictates a good salesperson? Listening to people.
Interesting.
Nobody does it.
Yeah,
Like,
they talk more than they listen.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the number one thing because when people look at Austin, look at Daniel, they're like, they have the gift of the gab. But really, when you're in a sales situation, all you're really doing is 2 ears, no mouth,
Yeah, no,
and
you're
then
doing
you
shit.
fire off to the bullshit that they just said. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's right.
all sales
Yeah.
is, right?
Yeah.
One, it's understanding your buyer, which nobody actually understands. We can
Right.
get into it today. 2, it's just listening, and then you fire off your ammunition at the end.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
I like
so
that.
being a chameleon, like understanding everybody.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
Changing
see, but
colors.
here's
Changing
the
colors.
deal,
I
though.
like that.
That's where it gets like, you read a bunch of sales books. You can go to
Yeah.
every fucking sales book. You how to master RSL, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And then there's fucking 7 different buyer types. And now I'm like, okay, this is where it got confusing for me because I read a lot of sales books and I went information obesity on sales and. There's like, I'm reading this challenger buyer, friendly buyer, driver buyer, complicated buyer. And I'm like, holy shit, there's so many fucking buyers. Who is that person, right?
And
So I'm
you
like,
haven't
yo,
even
there's
started
only
talking about
one-
sales.
there's
Yeah.
actually only
Yeah,
two
no
types
shit,
of
right.
buyers. If you really look at buyers, so you meet people where they're at in sales. There's 2 types of buyers. The buyers are either doing one or 2 things. Number one, they're either moving away from something, or they're moving towards something. Number one, they're either moving away from. So what do I mean by that? Most salespeople sell on autopilot. I'm like, yo, if you're in network marketing right now and you're trying to sell the $1 million dream, why are you trying to sell the $1 million dream when that person's just trying to get out of debt?
Right.
You're not at their
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Right?
For
Do you know what I
sure.
mean? It's like
For
they're
sure.
either
Yeah.
moving away from something or they're moving towards something.
Yeah,
that's right.
And then within that kind of matrix, and it's not like fucking algebra, but within that, they're either a slow-paced buyer or a fast-paced buyer. So what do I mean by that? They're either know with their shit and they know and they just want to get it done with, or they don't know their stuff. They have hesitation in their voice. They're a bit skeptical. They're slow-paced. They're not educated. They don't know exactly what they want. And you got to spend time with that person.
Yeah.
And a buyer. And there's another thing. It's like, first, before we even talk about sales, it's like understanding your buyer's huge. Like there's different stages of buyers as well. And they play a game just like fucking girls play a game.
Yeah.
What do I mean? When you're dating a girl like for like 6 months and then after you're like, or you're just trying to go out there for 6 months, you're like, babe, why are you playing so hard? She's like, it was just part of my game. Part of your game? I just spent like $12,000 on money. It's part of your game. The same way girls have games, buyers have games.
That's right.
And I'll give it to you guys really quickly. Like one game. Game number 1. defense stage.
Ooh,
Yeah.
defense
Okay, watch what I
Defense.
mean by this.
Write
Watch
that
what-
down.
Defense stage.
Defense
Yeah.
stage. Like it is literally like I'm like, if you don't know how to play this is where you become stressed in sales.
Yeah.
Like this is like, and you guys will get this because you guys will do this on autopilot.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm just gonna simplify this right now.
Yeah.
A defense stage is you're just programmed to be a defender. We've all been through this. Meaning like when we go into what do you guys have? Neiman's Marcus? What's your
Neiman
guys-
Marcus, yeah.
When I go into
Louis
Neiman's
Vuitton.
Marcus and somebody walks up and they're like,
Gucci.
"Hi, sir, can I help you today? What are you looking for?" I'm like, "Are you looking
Hugo
for anything in
Boss.
Are you looking at anything in particular?"
Yeah.
And I'm just like, "No, I'm just browsing." That's defense stage.
Yeah.
I'm not just fucking browsing.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
exactly
I know
what
exactly
fucking
what the fuck I
furry,
want.
Yeah, you're
fucking
there.
furry Gucci flip flops that I want. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
That's
Yeah.
my
I just don't wanna
defense
be bothered.
stage.
That's
my
right.
defense
Right.
stage.
That's right.
But the problem is
Yeah.
that why is every single salesperson like, dude, if you know somebody, like that's an automated response. No, I'm just looking, thank you. So why does everybody keep saying it?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's already, I'm like, yo, this is already fucked up.
Yeah.
Because people still, like, you go into a car dealership and you go into a
every time a car
Mercedes,
dealer- yeah.
a Mercedes-Benz dealership and somebody's like,
I'm just
hi, sir. I'm just looking. No, you're not just fucking looking.
Yeah,
You're at a Porsche,
You know what a
Lambo,
Mercedes is, baby.
A Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what
You
you
know what
want.
it is.
Okay, well, my name's John. If you need anything, I'm at
Yeah,
the back.
yeah.
John, you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
defense stage number 1. That's the first stage. Stage
that's
number
too
2.
funny.
What's the opposite of defending shit? That's
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna get on a phone call somebody and I'm like, what's your problems? And they're gonna say everything. They know they're about to get sold.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna
Right.
defend
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Stage number 2 is actually the opposite of defense stage. So stage number 2, audience, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Is over embellished stage.
Yeah.
So what do I mean by that? Stage number 1 is like, yo, I'm gonna hide all my cards. I'm not gonna tell Austin nothing because if I tell him what my fucking budget is, I'm dead.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
I tell
And
Austin
some
my
people tell
budget.
me their budget.
I know. I tell
Yeah.
Austin 1 million, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna go
Yeah.
to 1.4.
Oh, yeah,
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, every single time, by the way.
So
done.
I'm not saying shit.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
here's the other deal. Now here's where the
You do that every day.
amateurs.
yeah, every day.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Here's where the amateurs are
That's
divided
gross.
between professionals and sales. When you get an over embellisher buyer,
Yeah.
they sound like this is when salespeople think they got in the bag because they're like, oh my God, because an over embellisher is like this. You know what, Dan? Honestly, everything's fucked up. My marketing's fucked up. I'm so glad that you called me. Blah, 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 blah. Sales guy's like, yo, Austin, I got this
Home
one in the
run.
bag.
That's right.
You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Done.
He's
Yep.
like,
Signed,
and why is he
sealed, and
doing
delivered, baby.
over embellish? Why is he hyping somebody up? He wants to get down to your price. He wants to get down to your pitch quickly.
Yep.
He wants to take your information, compare it to his competitor,
Yep.
right? But salespeople think they got it in their bag.
So that's like the opposite of what you want, really. You almost want somebody to be a
Well,
little
dude,
bit
it's
tough
not
with
even
you, right?
what you want. It's like just understanding.
Got it.
It's a dance, bro.
Yeah.
It's just a dance. It's just understanding so they can never fuck around me. I'm like, okay, this guy's just hyping it up.
Right.
And then my sales guys look at me and he's like, yo, Dan, I got a $50,000. He just wants me to draft up a proposal and I'm going to send it to him on Friday. And we got a $50,000 corporate thing in the bank. I'm like, dude, you're going to draft up a proposal and what are you going to do? And wait till Friday?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's called fucking unpaid consulting.
Yeah,
That's exactly what that is.
I'm like, you're gonna go draft up a proposal for what? He
Yeah,
just
for
hyped you
what?
up.
Come on,
Stage
man.
number 3, the last stage, is something called the ghosting stage.
Ghosting
Which is the worst
Ghost.
stage.
Got it.
So one's the defense.
Ghost, yeah.
That
Yeah.
one, yeah. You
That's
know
the one
That's
where you,
popular.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Especially for
popular.
you dudes on Tinder, dude. You guys
Yeah.
know what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you, like after you're done dating the girl, right?
Yeah.
This is the worst stage to be in as a salesperson.
Yeah.
Because after you're done the date and the sales meeting,
be upfront, man.
and then you're like, yeah, man, I don't know if I should follow up with her. And then you text her, yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
she's seen it.
Yeah.
Let me go one more time. I'm like, dude, you don't think she's seen your message?
Yeah.
She
It's like,
replied
should I
to
wait
48
messages.
2
Yeah.
days or 3 days?
And that's how you, that's how you
Should I say
already
this
know.
or that?
Yeah.
Question mark or just 2 periods?
Yes.
That's what you just said.
Right. Yeah.
Is exactly how you know you're in a fucked up stage when
Yep.
you're like, I don't want to pressure them.
Right.
You already
Yeah.
know you're in a fucked
Yeah.
up
Yeah,
stage.
yeah, for sure.
I don't ever feel like that. I want to FaceTime a client. It's like, yo, I'm not feeling like I gotta pressure
right,
you
right.
to
No,
fucking buy.
fuck no.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna do it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm not like,
Yeah.
yo, I don't know. So when you're in the ghosting
Yep.
stage, it's the worst stage to be in.
Sure.
Right? Anyways.
Is there any way to get out of that stage?
Yeah, is
In your professional opinion?
Yeah, I mean, you got to. It starts from the top
Yeah.
in the sale. It's not
Yeah.
like you don't get just ghosted for no reason.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right. There's a bare naked truth as to why you got ghosted.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you think it was fucking price or the father or the mother that's making the decision.
Yeah.
But there's 1,000 things before
Yeah,
that,
sure.
which maybe we
100%.
can get into
Yeah.
in the podcast.
Yeah.
I like
to
to
get
yeah,
down
for sure.
to, right?
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I
Let's
like
get
that a
into
lot.
it.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You got a girlfriend?
No.
No.
No girlfriend.
No.
No girlfriend.
No.
You've had girlfriends. How many girlfriends do you have?
Quite frankly, dude, not a lot.
No?
Like, no.
Okay.
I was in one long-term relationship.
Okay.
Actually, man, I think everybody goes through the crazy high school toxic relationship. That's
Yeah.
like I had one of those.
Same with the weed thing.
Yeah,
Everybody goes through one.
Everybody.
We were just talking
These
about
cats
that
out here,
hotel.
they've been selling. They sell weed too.
Yeah.
They sell
Like,
weed.
yeah, I
They,
know
some of them still sell weed.
Yeah. They got weed in their backpack right
You
now.
guys are late on the joke. I mean, I was in a couple long-term relationships, one long-distance relationship. I mean, I don't force it anymore. So before I'd be like, yo, I need a fucking power wife to rock with me on the road and stuff. And I'm like, dude, like I'm on, you know, when you're on your own rocket ship, it's like, yo, is somebody gonna just meet me where I'm at? Like, it's not like, are they just gonna come in my rocket ship on float? Because I'm not gonna force it, right? Like I'm just gonna keep doing my
What
thing.
are the odds that happens?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who fucking knows?
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. When it comes, it comes.
Yeah, it
right?
comes, it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
What if
I
it
like
don't
that a
come?
lot.
Huh?
What if it don't come? You
Yeah,
want
you
kids?
don't have babies.
You want kids? You want kids?
Yeah, of course, 100%.
Yeah.
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 All you Canadians like kids.
Wait, you guys don't like kids?
He doesn't like kids. He doesn't like kids. That's a whole
Nah, I
other
don't want
conversation.
kids, man.
Your girlfriend just looked at you like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she knows. No kids.
Yeah.
No kids. How many kids you want?
Like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I think, you know, what you show what you lack for when you get older. Meaning like I was never raised by like an actual like
family,
I love my mother and father. It's like, you know, Italian family, you know what I mean? They gave everything to me. Gratitude to the max.
Yeah.
Food on the table, house over my head. However,
Yeah.
it's not like what you show what you lack for.
Right.
So when I didn't have, like, I now want to be the fucking Superman to my kid because like I didn't have that. Somebody being like, yo, push harder, Frankie,
Yep,
push
yep.
harder.
Yeah.
It's a different type of parenting,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, like I
yeah,
want
for
that.
sure.
Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
show what I lack, and you
Yeah,
do
yeah.
show what
Yeah.
you lack for
Yeah,
when you're
for
older,
sure.
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I do want, like, I want to be the fucking superhero. When I come home, my kids are running up to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And yo,
for
honestly, like, come on, dude, I'm gonna switch your perspective right now. You don't want kids.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
cool because you're young. You're young and stuff. You don't want kids, but like,
He said
what
I'm
happens?
young, man. I'm as old as dirt.
What happens when you're 80, dude?
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah,
you got to go get the groceries.
Yeah.
Like,
You're fucked.
yeah, your wife ain't gonna get because she's 82.
Yeah.
So like, and by the way, you know how like us guys were like, yo, I don't know if I want a woman and stuff. Yo, it's actually better to actually have females.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better to have girls. Why? Because yo, girls are a lot more emotional when you get older and they care for you a lot more.
Yeah.
I know that 100%.
Yeah.
I look at my cousins and stuff, like they care for my grandparents. They're 24/7 getting them groceries and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that. I used to be like, yo, I never want
Women like doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want like 3 girls, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I
Yeah.
want like 3 girls.
Yeah.
He's probably
That's the
you
ideal
probably
thing.
got 4 or 5.
Speaking of which, I want to change really quick. Just switch
Yeah,
subjects.
okay. Yes, that's good.
Girls as salespeople. Okay, we run a real estate business, right? And there's a lot of people that talk and they say,
Do you have
"Hey,
any girls?"
Austin, if I could get a girl, like they got girl acquisitions people, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they talk about how phenomenal these girls
Phenomenal.
are. So I mean, what is your take on that? Do you have any women
So
that work for you in the
sweet
sales
with the
industry?
cellular.
And what is your opinion on that?
Sweet with the cellular is what we like to call it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everybody's talking about it.
Well, because they don't get hung up on.
Yeah, so
I'll hang up on you.
So why do girls do so well? But why? It's
But
walking
right
a
there,
fine
so
line.
they do. You're
100%.
agreeing right
My
off the
girls-
bat.
my
They
girl-
do well.
Well, here's the deal. It's very few, but they crush men when they do well.
Interesting.
So,
Yeah.
like when you got a girl in the sales office
Yeah.
and she's been there more than 4 months, she's
Yeah.
eating those guys alive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why? There's 2 things in sales, and you guys can actually watch this. Sales is nothing a perfect balance and a perfect harmony between 2 things. So watch this. I'm literally going to show you guys living proof. Right now, if Austin, myself wanted to sell you guys a product. Like say we're just trying to sell your ears and towards the end of this, I got to push a product and we're selling right now. Sales is 2 things. It's a perfect balance of 2 things. It's likability and authority. So watch this whole podcast. Started from the beginning. What were we doing? And this was just subconscious. We didn't even like, yo, we're going to make jokes and stuff. It was like, watch. It was in the beginning, laugh, and then boom, we took control. Laugh, then boom, we took control. It's perfect harmony between those 2 things. Nobody wants a salesperson that's, and then like, yo, it's too much, bro. You're too funny. Or the other one's like too controlling. It's like, yo, you're cornering me off too much. It's like no girl wants a guy that's just making her giggle and she's like, when's this guy gonna tighten up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why are girls so good at it? Because a girl is likable off the bat,
Right.
especially for males.
Yep.
But can they take control? Because the moment they learn how to take control of a sale, which we can talk about again, the moment they learn how to take control of a sale is when they just become absolute like fucking crushers.
Gangsters.
Right.
And just
Oh,
phone
like next
wizardries.
level, right?
And then, next level, dude. Next
Like-
level. Like
On like five men equals like one girl.
Yeah.
It
There's like
yeah.
there's I was just speaking with one of my good friends. Her name's Emily Valver. She's like the number
Network
1
marketing.
person in isogenics.
Yeah. Murders, crushes.
And she will demolish every single
believe
sales
that.
guy
Yeah.
I have ever met.
I believe
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
now-
she knows both.
That's hard to find though.
That,
But
hey,
she knows how to
but
play.
I do got one thing to say on that.
Yeah.
You can actually probably find a really good sales girl inside network marketing.
You could,
Oh,
in network
100%,
marketing. Yeah,
dude.
you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know why we don't focus on that industry
That's
more.
100%. Bring it right back
Yeah.
to where the grass was grown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
And
Yeah,
interesting.
so to answer your question, I love like the girls that know how to take control and
Yeah.
authority in a sale do tend to do really well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
You didn't say it was
Dude, they got like I mean at the end of the day, it's the same thing. I made this post on Instagram, right?
okay. Let's go check
And
out
I
his
love,
posts.
no, it's just a
Yeah.
story. I love posting controversial shit on my stories to get people. It was a while back, so you might not find it now.
I'm
but
gonna
you won't
look
see
on
it
your
now.
feed.
You won't
Yeah,
see it
yeah,
now.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
you won't see it now.
I'm
But
just looking on your feed,
one day I
whatever.
woke up and I just post. I just post whatever the fuck.
Controversy is really good,
You
though.
guys do it too.
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Like,
Well,
you
yeah,
guys-
I'll miss a time, bro. Or
Yeah.
I'll miss a day.
Look at the president of the United States.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You talk about controversy.
Yeah,
Dude,
controversy.
he wins because he's imperfect.
Right.
100%.
Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He wins
Yeah.
because of controversy, energy.
Are
we
you
just
a
talked about-
Donald J fan?
I'm not like into politics, but I think
can't-
he's.
yeah.
To be honest with you, like
don't know.
whether you fucking love him or you hate him, he's
Yeah.
the president
He
of
is.
the country.
Yeah.
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 That's right.
He won.
That's the truth.
So
Yeah.
what were we talking about? Oh, we were.
You made a post.
Oh yeah, so I made a post
Yep.
and I
Controversy.
woke up in the morning. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn. Yo, I hate all these girls that are going on vacation with these guys and not posting them in their snaps. Girl, I know what's up, right? I'm like,
Yeah,
I know what's up. So I was calling out all the little sugar babies on my Instagram. I'm like, ladies,
Yeah.
in the beginning
Yep.
stages, I'm like, if you're gonna go out with your man on vacation,
Yeah,
post them because we know what's up if you're not posting them. But like, hold up. I'm like, the same way
Yeah.
you had the ability to influence that guy to get you on vacation. I'm like, channel your fucking industry
Oh my God.
and get to the bag yourself.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like,
we've
you know what I
talked
mean?
about that. Yeah. Can
Yeah.
you imagine if they did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said that at my Toronto seminar when we first
Yeah.
started off in my home city. All the girls like, whoa!
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh my God, I hate this guy with the. And by the way, I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
I like that. First of
Yeah.
all, I'm going to get all the girls that are never going to be my customer
Never.
to
Yep.
fucking unfollow me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I did. I got like 1,300
Yep.
unfollows in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But guess what? The other girls, or some girls even hated it. They
Yep.
reposted me and they're like, look
And
at
you
this
got more
douchebag
followers.
talking. And what, who's
got more
following-
followers.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah.
following Samantha with 437,000, like some dudes that are probably
Yeah.
going to end up buying my shit after.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm like, yo, repost that shit. Get it
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
viral. My sales guys hate it. They're like, yo, man, are you going to post that? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm going to fucking
Yeah,
post
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you
Dude,
mean?
Yeah,
haters
yeah.
will get your name out there quicker than anybody.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
We got a couple of them.
At
You
the
got
end of the day.
you got some haters too.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
good. I like
So
that.
so going back to the sale,
Yeah,
right?
sale.
I mean, talk to us a little bit more about how you got to where you're at. You know what I mean? How do you get 21 sales guys and then just
Why'd
all
you
this-
buy
all
a
this
Why'd
is
you
like-
buy a Lambo?
Right.
Sorry,
like,
bro.
Yeah. What?
But
I
why
guess
do you
this-
buy a Lambo?
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
I don't know.
And we'll jump
Why'd you
back
get
to
your
sales.
Lambo, dude?
No, I sold the Lambo.
Why'd you
sold
get
the
it?
Lambo? I mean, social media.
Oh.
Social media.
Did you even like the Lambo?
No, okay. I like the Lambo, right? The
Yeah.
Lambo is dope.
Come
I've always
on.
wanted a
Yeah.
Lamborghini.
LP.
When I bought
Come
it,
on.
when I bought it though, I'm not. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It was a good play. It was a good marketing play.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Like
We
I
just
wanted the
started a
Lambo.
leg-
I wanted
we
the
just started a
Lamborghini.
legacy.
I wanted the
You know what I
Lamborghini,
mean?
but it
A
was a
legacy
good
was the
marketing
thing.
play over anything.
Yeah, it was a good brand.
You
Straight
buy
up.
it? Did
Yeah,
you buy
I
it
bought
or lease it?
I bought it.
Cool.
I bought it.
I didn't buy mine.
200,000, right? And it was
Yeah.
a good. It was a fun car.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
it for a year.
Yeah.
One guy was busting my balls. I can't remember when it was
Yeah.
happening. He's like, yo, but you, because I didn't buy my Lambo.
Right,
It's
right.
He's like, yeah, but you didn't buy your Lambo.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
loser. You leased it. I'm like,
And you can't lease
wait,
one.
I'm just like, so? I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
I'm like,
The
I'm
people
writing-
that are talking
I'm like,
shit about-
I'm
yeah.
writing it off. I'm like, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Well,
So I'm like, you're hating on a Lambo, man. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it's
He
so
can't- he can't even
what's,
rent
like,
one.
Yeah, it's like, and you know what's funny, dude? When I
They
first
can't.
got it, and you probably got this too.
Yeah.
When you first get your car, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, you rented it
Yeah.
for the
You
rented
weekend,
it for
and
the
then you see it
weekend.
for the month
Yeah,
after.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, you rented it for the month. I'm like, dude, you know that makes me look more of a baller when you're renting a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
car, a
Yeah,
Huracan
yeah.
at $1,000 a month or whatever, $1,000 a day. I'm like, that's 30 racks a month. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're making me look a lot cooler, right?
Yeah, oh
for
yeah,
sure.
for
Right?
sure.
So to me, it's like, first of all, it was like I'm not a car dude.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know how many fucking horsepower
Horsepower,
that
no.
thing had inside the car.
Yeah, no.
Super
Like,
car dudes.
What? Oh, you guys
Yeah,
car
yeah, we
dudes?
got
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah, I was. In
I
a
still
car
couldn't tell you how many horsepower is in the car though. I mean,
No,
right. 5
you know.
million.
Yeah. I mean, it's
But
a
yeah,
V12.
It's a V12.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's a
12
V12. I think
It's a V10.
V10.
The
V10.
Huracan.
LP.
The Aventador is a V12.
Aventador
You had
is
the
a V12.
Huracan, right?
I had the Huracan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
610
Yeah.
-4.
So
baby.
why did I get the Lambo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why'd you buy the Lambo?
Because I wanted a fucking Lambo.
You wanted the
Easiest-
Lambo.
Like, easiest answer, it so happens to be it's a good fucking marketing play too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I say, like, a perfect balance in social media. If you guys are watching, you guys are trying to build out your social media, go look at my page right now. I'm actually, like, it's a perfect example.
Yep.
It's
I'm looking at your page
lifestyle.
right now.
It's lifestyle. Go. It's
Yeah.
lifestyle. It's value.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
sell. Lifestyle, value, sell.
Yeah.
So many people try to go lifestyle, yes. Then it's like, yo, it's getting pukey. Bro, we get it. You have a Lamborghini. Do you get what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we get
yeah.
it. Then people go like value, but it's like, okay, when are you making money?
Yeah, when you're making money.
Yeah.
And then it's like
I still wonder
monetize,
sometimes
right?
Look at this. Lifestyle.
No,
sell.
like, go look at it, man.
Yeah.
Like, one's a mashup, one's
Yeah.
fucking selling, one's a mashup,
Yep.
one's selling, one's value, one's lifestyle. Keep going down.
Yeah, it just keeps on going, man.
Lambo,
It keeps on
there's
going.
Dan,
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
there's lifestyle, and then there's a valuable Billy,
Yep,
and there's
yep.
like a podcast,
Right,
right?
right,
So,
right, right.
Do you got a driver too?
For my other car, yeah, my SUV. I'm a dangerous driver. I shouldn't be
Yeah.
driving. I shouldn't be driving.
What? How come?
I'm a distracted driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a distracted.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a fucking distracted.
I like it.
I'm
I
on
like
a
it.
FaceTime, eating a sandwich, driving with my knee. The first time I got my car, the second day, I almost got into like a fucking T-bone with somebody. I'm like, yo, I shouldn't even be driving this. So a girl's like, hey, are you going to pick me up in your car? I'm like, no, my sales guy drives my car and he drops me off. They're like, wait, are you serious? It's Tuesday. I'm like, yeah. I'm scared to even drive my own car.
That's too funny.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the sales.
Yeah.
I jumped around because I was curious.
I like the sales.
White but a Lambo.
I mean, I think the sales is interesting, right? I think we finish up on the sales.
Yeah, finish up on the
You know what I
sales.
mean?
I like that.
This is sales. Look behind. Okay, there's a screen behind you, and
Right.
there's a post on that screen, and it says "fuck your product."
Yeah.
Right. So I go lay down a keynote in New York, and everybody that one of those posts. Before that, I reposted that one. It's like a lot. If you scroll, whatever. Anyways, that's a post, but I reposted that one, right?
Okay.
That post went viral. Not that one
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah, different
right?
one, yeah.
But it was the same one, but reposted before, right?
Yep.
Everybody was resharing that shit, bro. Like I'm talking about like 20,
I think I remember you
40,000.
posting that.
Yeah,
I
it was a
remember.
long time
Yeah,
ago.
a while
right?
ago.
Yeah.
And I
Hell,
think
I even shared it.
Yo, it went through people's head because I'm like, yo, fuck your Bitcoin, fuck your Forex, fuck your network marketing, your social media marketing. You haven't complimented my shirt yet. I don't give a shit about you.
That's right.
So sales, like you really want to get down. And I think it just flew over people's head because like, haha, that was so cool. Like I opened up with that line because I was really mad. So I went into the conference. Like really when I go into conference, I'm hey guys, what's up? My name's Daniel. I give the whole spiel for like 5 minutes. But I was heated before I went on stage because the guy came up to me. He's like, yo, where do you invest your money? I got an investment product. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah. You didn't even know the guy.
I'm like, yo, you haven't said Dan. Like, yo, congrats on it. How did you do da. Stroke my fucking ego. Everybody likes being stroked.
Yeah, of course. Talk about
No
themselves.
pun intended. But like,
pun
yo,
intended.
everybody likes like talking about themselves.
That's right.
So why have you neglected that? Sales is 60-30-10. 60% of people doing business with you, if they like you, if they're like you, if they want to be like you. 30% of somebody doing business with you is the way you communicate with them. And 10% of somebody doing business with you is the actual fucking product. So let me go back to that.
Yeah.
Nobody like everybody thinks it's the product and they're like, yo, my product's the best product. I tell my sales guys when they're done and they don't close a deal, I'm like, yo, did the guy even fucking like you?
Yeah.
Because all things being equal in business, people want to do business with their friends.
Right.
All things being unequal in business, people still want to do business with their friends.
Yeah.
That's
People
just
they like, trust, and respect.
Yeah,
right?
so it's like, yo, did he even like you? Wait, hold the fuck up.
Yeah.
This is like, I am not in your studio right now.
Yeah.
Like, I am only here because you liked me, you're like me, which we are, or you want to be like me. Which I know you do, bro.
Yeah.
But seriously, and we're actually like, this is the shit. Like, we like each other and we're alike each other. Same energies, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, did they even like you?
And I'd love to have as many salespeople as you, so I want to be like you.
Yeah.
See?
You know what I mean? I mean,
100%.
yeah, I pull
And
them
I
all
want
right
as
out
many,
here, you know what
and
I'm
I want
saying?
as many ATMs as you guys got.
Which we're going to do, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah. In Canada.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, I just said like, listen, sales is like you're good at sales when it's 90-10, meaning like, you know, the customer's talking about 90% about themselves. And then at the end of the day, she's like, oh my God, I've been talking about myself so much. What is it that you do for a living?
Yeah.
I win.
Got it.
That's
Every
a
time.
fucking sale.
Every
Oh
time.
yeah, for sure.
That do you get it? Like it's like now you
100%.
know she just talk like you don't
Yeah.
win when you're talking about yourself for 4 hours.
No.
When they're curious,
Right?
man.
You can't even think you won. I mean, I don't even know how people like.
But yo,
some
Austin,
people
that's
get
where the
up-
ghosting stage comes in. So
Right,
you're like,
right,
yo,
right,
how do you
right.
stop the ghosting
Yeah.
stage? It's like that's where you stop it.
Right.
The ghosting happened because you didn't know nothing
But
about it.
they didn't catch that. I mean, like people don't catch that, huh?
Yeah.
Yo, okay, dude, I'm telling you, the only person that's ever got my business it's called Holt Renfrew. You guys have Neiman Marcus. It's why I opened up with it. The only person that has ever sold me shit. Think of it. You've actually never walked into a store and actually been sold by somebody, right?
No.
Like the only person that's ever sold me some shit was the first time I walked into a store. This was about a year and a half ago, and I'm going in to buy suits, right? I'm going to do all my suits because I'm getting the dad bod, so I had to get new suits. Right? So I walk in. And one guy, like now he's a good homie of mine. He doesn't pull the, hey, so are you looking for anything? Like, can I help you with anything? I walk in the store, and this is so important if you're watching this to change your fucking paradigm in sales.
That's right.
I walk in the store. He recognizes my cologne. Doesn't start with the fucking, how's your day, sir? Can I help you find anything? He's like, time for a Tuscan leather, smelling like a brick, degenerate, but even and he starts singing Drake. Right? We're from Toronto, right? I'm like, yo. Why was he singing that song? It was like Tuscan leather. He knew the cologne like I was wearing, right?
That's right.
I'm like, he's like, dude, I know your cologne, man. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I like this guy. I'm like, get away from me.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
come here.
That's right.
And he just fucking grabbed me. He's like, yo, come here. Let me show you some notes.
Let's do it.
And
This
then
is
he's
you.
like, yo, this is Rose Cherry Tom
Yeah.
Ford.
Right
and stuff.
here.
I'm
That's
like, dude,
right.
I like this guy, but why?
Yeah.
It wasn't
Right.
fucking about, he knew the defense
No.
system. I wasn't looking for anything. He's like, it's about Daniel. Let me
Yeah.
And I said that at the Toronto conference because he showed up and he was in the back of the room.
Yeah.
And I was saying that joke and he's like, he was nodding his head. He's like, I didn't even know I did that.
Right, because he's doing it on autopilot.
Yeah,
right?
he knows how.
Subconscious.
He knows what sales is, dude. He's like, yo, it's
That's
all
it.
about Daniel.
Right.
Well, I want to say one more thing about this. And this can be super valuable.
Yep.
I was speaking on
We're dropping bombs
Josh's stage.
Bombs. Yeah.
March. It was M3, right?
I remember.
Uh-huh.
We were there.
Accelerator. Yep.
We were there. Yeah.
So I'm doing the keynote the second day, and my voice is
were
gone.
we there.
Right?
Yep.
You guys
Yep.
weren't there.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the keynote the second day, and my voice is gone. It conks out like every month.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, just before I have to go up on stage, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I go downstairs early morning, 6 a.m. I tell my sales guys, I'm like, let's load up on some fucking peppermint teas. Let's chug these things right before I go up, right?
Yep.
You know, and everybody was out the night before too.
Yeah. Oh my God. We yeah.
But so
you were still in the bathtub. For a
yeah,
minute.
I know. I'm like, I didn't see the
Yeah.
Austins there, bro.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah,
mean you
yeah.
guys were there?
Yeah.
I actually didn't even see you guys there.
Yeah,
So-
we were there.
We were there.
So in spirit. So I go down to Starbucks, and I'm like, hey, lay me down 4 peppermint teas, make them fucking burning hot. I'm like, she's like, I'm like, no, I'm serious. Lay them down like tequila shots. Let's get it popping. She's laughing. I'm like, I need them. My throat's done. So she's doing the whole thing. She's like, okay, I'm like, I need 4, right?
Yeah.
So she puts the peppermint teas to the side. And she's like, don't worry, it's on the house, whatever. We were having a fun time. She's like, it's on the house. She's like, so I go up into the elevator. Talk about like light bulb moments. I'm going up in the elevator. I'm double fisting 2 peppermints. My other sales guy's double fisting 2. Like I literally have 4 teas on me. I'm about to chug, right? It's not a good idea because I have to piss on stage. But so I'm going up.
You got a small bladder.
And then boom, it hits me. I'm like, dude, that's why I fucking win in sales.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, what do you mean? I'm like, why is it? One of my ex-sales guys. I'm like, why is it every time I fucking go into a coffee shop, I hear this? It's on the house, Daniel.
Yeah.
It's on the house. I'm like, yo, that just hit me that day. I was going to train sales on stage.
That's right.
And I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
I constantly heard throughout my medical sales career, Daniel, it's on the house. I didn't know who the fuck these people were.
Right.
I just came in, hugged the barista, kissed the barista, danced with the barista,
Yeah,
laughing with them. They're like, Daniel,
Yeah,
it's on the
yeah,
house.
yeah,
You guys
yeah.
heard it before. You
Yeah,
guys
oh,
got
yeah,
free
yeah,
coffees
yeah,
too,
yeah, yeah.
right? So I'm like, that's sales. And he still looks at me and he goes, I'm like, no, dude, that's what I'm gonna go teach today.
Right.
I'm like, my ability to get free coffee is why I'm so fucking good at
Yeah,
sales.
yeah.
And he's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, the only reason why I got good coffee is because I went up to Chanel or Jake at the front desk. I made her, or at the
Yeah.
Starbucks barista. I'm like, I made her feel good about herself.
Yeah.
When she's like, oh, my day's going good. I'm like, come on, good. Come on, girl. How do we get it from good to great?
that's
She's
right.
feeling,
Yep.
I'm complimenting
Yep.
her
Yeah.
pick hair.
Yeah.
And in reciprocation, she's just like, I just feel obligated that I
They
should
just-
have
they
to
just
give
wanna
her free
pay you.
coffee.
Yeah.
She's like, I feel
Right.
obligated that I have to give this guy free
Yeah,
coffee.
yeah.
So I went up on stage and I opened like this. I'm like, I will
Yep.
dictate all your motherfucker sales this year
Yep.
based on how much free coffee you guys can get. Because I know if you got a free coffee, that means you generally compliment that person.
that's right.
You know how to open conversation,
Yeah.
and in
You know how to
case
sell.
they just owed you a free.
And you always know when you sell somebody, right? When they
Yeah.
want, they feel obligated to pay you.
Obligated.
Yeah.
They
That's what it, bro. That's what
they would almost
like.
feel
Yo, nobody
bad if they
wants
didn't.
to owe anybody anything in
No.
life.
No,
Meaning, like, yo, now if you say I come
Yeah.
into town,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You're in
yo,
town,
Austin.
maybe.
I'm like, Austin, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have a car.
Yeah.
I don't have money. I don't have a car. I need a car tonight. Send me a car. Like,
Yeah.
give me one of your cars, right?
Yeah.
And you give me one of your cars, and I'm driving it tonight.
Uh-huh.
If you come down into Toronto, I feel like I owe you a car,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm like,
Yeah,
yo,
for sure.
Austin, take any of my cars,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like, you know, take
Yeah,
my
for
driver,
sure.
my
Yeah.
cars,
Yeah.
and the girlfriend doesn't exist. Just
Yeah.
take it all because I don't want to feel like I owe you shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? So your ability as a good sales professional is to put people under the sense of obligation. Like, I feel like I don't want to owe you anything.
yeah.
And how do you do that? You add value to people.
Yep.
You compliment them. You
You
fucking
it's rapport, right?
Yeah,
It's rapport.
It's a bond. It's rapport. Yeah.
But people can't build rapport. Most salespeople aren't good at building rapport.
No, not good at all.
They try to hard close.
Hard close.
Go
Ask
in
for
for the kill.
Ask for the sale too soon.
Yeah.
All
And then
these
you get
different
this.
things.
Or
And
just
then
not
you
even
get
give a
this on
shit.
the date.
Yeah.
Oh, you were gonna kiss me? Let me back away.
Yeah.
Or like, why doesn't the close work, Dan? Dude,
Yeah.
you went in for the kiss. Well, she
Yeah.
was fucking, she was texting
Telling you
on
where
her
she's
phone.
from.
Yeah.
Like-
Like you went in for the kiss. Well, she was already texting Chanel, being like, I
Yeah.
can't wait to get out of this date.
Yeah.
And you thought you still had her, dude? She was
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
She checked out. She's like, when we pop
already
in
done
Ciroc
deal.
at 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
exactly.
She's trying to get the phone call.
Man, this is fun.
The bail me out call.
Yeah, the
you know what I
bail
mean?
you out.
Yeah.
She was texting her friend.
Yeah.
My brother's sick.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
That's too
exactly.
funny.
So what do you want to wrap up on? What's like the number one thing, man? The number one thing. If you were to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, World Class Closers Tour.
Yeah.
You're headed to Dallas tomorrow.
Yeah, and then
You
we're
were in
doing
Vegas yesterday.
Yeah.
You're doing Miami. That's going to be a big one.
New York, then Miami.
New York,
New York,
then
then
Miami.
Miami,
New
yeah.
York's going to be big.
New York could be big.
New York and Miami are both going to be
Big.
sold
Yeah.
out.
That's
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
This,
I don't even know how, to be honest with you.
What is the number one thing you're gonna go all these different places?
Yeah.
What's on your mind right now? What are you talking to people
What do
about?
you got for us, DJ?
What are you resonating with them? I mean, is it what we just talked about right here? Is there something else?
So I when I went there, like the first show in Toronto.
Yeah.
It's my home city, right? And I'm like, you think like when I went back to my home city, because I was living in Orange County for a bit. I went back into my home city. I'm like, yo, people all fucking hate me. You know, I pulled up, I bought my car, I'm talking my shit online. I'm like, yo, nobody likes me in the city. That's like my perception. I'm like, yo, fucking people, like the comments are coming in, you know, the shady eyes coming in. And it was like 6:45 at the event, and I'm like backstage, right? And even my fucking mother showed up, which is weird. She's never heard me speak. But I look back and I'm like, yo, it's packed to the back. Like there was like over 300 people. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh shit, I was just about to train like 50 people. I didn't know my city's gonna.
And they're all there for you.
Yeah, because there was no guest speaker there.
Right.
It was just Daniel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, my guy's like, do you know what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck no. But I'm like, you can't prepare. I'm like, here's the deal. They're like, yo, do you have slides and stuff? I'm like, dude, cut the crap. I'm like, you can't prepare. Like, I'm like, I just know this shit or I don't know this shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I can go for, like, I can literally, I tell people, I'm like, yo, you give me fucking salads and chickens, I could talk on sales for 48 hours on stage straight.
Yeah.
Like 4 hours isn't even enough for me, right?
No,
So really the way I broke it down after Toronto, and I just read my audience. It's like I think speakers, the like there's no good way of like if you guys are like, yo, how do I get into public speaking or how do I get into like you just get good at it by doing it a fucking lot. That's it.
Yeah.
And the good ones don't get good at it even by listening to themselves. They get good at it by watching their audience.
Yeah.
Like my mentors used to say when I was young, when I used to train on stage and stuff, they used to be like, yeah, go listen to your audio recordings. I'm like, yeah, that's cool because you fix up your own mistakes. But I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Why don't you go look at your audience, how they're laughing? Why don't you go look at your audience's eyes, how they're nodding, laughing, da-da-da. And that's how I got really fucking good, right?
Yeah.
So I just change and adapt while I'm on tour. And then I realize there's a good harmony. Like now I start off with my philosophies. Then I make them go on break. And then I go into strategies. So I'm like, you know, it's philosophies, my laws of my world-class closing, make them take a break.
That's right.
Philosophies, Q&A, a guest speaker comes on. And
Yeah.
You wrap it up.
Yep.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I like that a lot.
That's some. I mean, there's some bombs on this podcast right now.
Some.
On this show.
Some.
You know what I mean?
One or two. Go back and watch it again.
Go back and watch it 2 or 3 times.
Share it with some people.
Yeah, share it with some people.
Share it with some people.
Go follow Daniel G on every
follow him.
platform, right?
Every platform.
On
His links will
Instagram
be
at
below.
Daniel G.
His links will be
below. Yeah.
And share this on your story. Tag us.
Right.
Right? 'Cause
Yep.
that's what they got to do.
Yeah.
And learn.
And learn.
Man, like
This is big, man.
this is really big.
Like really take into like it's not even that hard, guys. Like I can go so complex, but like literally just think of the coffee thing. It's like, okay, you can't flick the switch in business. Meaning like you can't be a fucking asshole to the Starbucks girl and then think you're gonna get into sales and then some way somehow be nice. Like your brain doesn't operate like that. So like just don't practice on your customers. Practice in everyday life. Like you're just like you work off habits. So go learn. Like Kobe Bryant doesn't go fucking shoot his Game 7 winning shot on Game 7. He's done it 1,000 times. Same thing in sales. Yo, go treat people nice. And by the way, like my whole sales coffee thing, when I'm like, that is like what sales is to me now. Like learn how to get free coffee. I would just stick with that for the rest of my life.
That's easy.
But that's also predicating just a great message, being like, just treat people nice.
Just do the right thing.
It's like, yo, just
come from a place of love.
Don't expect anything either.
Nobody-
like, don't expect anything. Just fucking like compliment
Just
somebody.
give.
Like
Just give,
it could change some. You know, like to me, sometimes I just think about it, bro. I'm like, yo, a compliment can literally shift somebody's whole day. A compliment
it can probably change their life.
Dude, a compliment can get a guy or girl from going suicidal
Right.
maybe that day.
Right.
And maybe by
100%.
just me being like, yo, you fucking rock that red hair,
Yeah.
girl. You
That's
keep
right.
rocking it.
Yeah.
Give her
That's
props and be
huge.
like, don't
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
stop.
yeah, yeah.
Huge.
Like that.
They start connecting the dots. Like, oh my God, that was a sign.
Yeah, it was a sign.
Right? Like, and you want to let them do that.
And what do they say, bro? They don't remember, like, people remember the way you make them feel.
Not what you said.
Not what you say in life. It's like the way you make them feel. And sales is energy and it's enthusiasm. And when you have the ability to generate enthusiasm, pass it over to a customer, that's when somebody buys. That's why when you just reposted my post today, when I'm like, yo, you guys need that same energy that Drake and Future had in that music video.
I saved that.
And the reason why I said that comes, I'm like, yo, I'm like, how you do one thing is how you do everything in business. So if you go watch Drake and Future, you guys say that too. But if you go watch Drake and Future when they're working that drive-through, I'm like, everybody has to work a drive-through like Drake and fucking Future. They're fired up. They're fired up, dancing.
Yeah, their energy's incredible.
Yeah, their energy's incredible.
Right.
I'm like, that's why they got. So many people are like, yo, I'm gonna be happy and positive when and if I become successful. I'm like, bro, the only reason you're the only way you're gonna become successful if you're happy and fucking positive now.
Right.
Yeah.
Not
They're
when
putting in the future.
I'm like, you guys need Drake and fucking Futures.
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
Energy.
And there's always
that
going to be
video.
another goal if it's in the future.
That's
right.
The moment you hit
Right,
that, there's
right.
just another.
Always another
It's
one.
like, you know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
keeps going
Keeps
forever and ever and
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
There's no destination.
No,
It's-
you never get
it's
there.
just a journey.
You never get there.
That's all it is.
So you just got to make a decision then.
Daniel-
Right here, today.
Daniel G.
Daniel G.
Yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend.
This was fun, guys.
It was a
This
pleasure.
is a lot of
bro.
fun.
This
Yeah.
was good.
This is really
This
good.
was sick.
Yeah.
Shit, I was just getting
Yeah.
warmed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You were just getting warmed up.
We'll do round 2.
Yeah, we'll
next
do
time.
round 2.
We
yeah.
will do round
Scottsdale,
2.
June.
Scottsdale. We'll come to
June.
Canada. We'll
come
do
to
some
Canada.
ATM
We'll,
deals.
we'll do some Toronto.
Yeah?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why not? I've never been to Canada.
That's a cheap flight for us.
Is it?
Yeah.
You've been there.
The Dale to Toronto. Yeah, I've been to the 6, man.
Really?
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
to the 6.
Don't you have family up there? Or no?
No, but
Oh.
that's where I did
You're
one
real
of
close.
My largest speaking gigs was in 2 places.
Okay, it's a Canadian company, right?
Vancouver,
Valentis.
BC,
Yeah.
and
That's the West
Toronto,
Coast.
Canada.
Right.
Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, it place was gnarly.
You
The
still
weather
got them
was-
pictures.
Yeah, I still got them
Wearing
pictures,
that gold chain.
Gold chain.
Yeah.
I bought 3 plane tickets because I didn't want anybody sitting next to me, but I wasn't rich enough to go first class.
Yeah.
Right. Wouldn't that just cost just as much or no?
Dude, I don't know
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Yeah,
that's pretty
bro.
cool.
It was interesting.
Cool.
Cool. That's a wrap, ladies
That's
and
a wrap.
Appreciate
gentlemen.
you guys. Thank you.
Hey.
That's right.
Go get
Appreciate
some
you
free
watching.
coffee.
Go subscribe.
Yeah.
Get some free coffee.
Get some free coffee. Follow Daniel G.
Follow Daniel G. Links
Yeah.
in the description below.
I love it.
Make it happen.
Let's roll.
Let's roll.